Hello everyone, and welcome to the Brickformula review of LEGO set 4644 Marina. It has 294 pieces and it's for ages 5 to 12, which means that I am ridiculously too old for this. Another way to tell is because it's a modular build, easy start. Okay, it's from the series City Harbor, and this set retails for $49.99. And here we see a picture of everyone having fun, except me. Okay, on the side here we have the minifigures along with their accessories. More on that later. On the back we see a lot of playability features. Okay, in the corner we see the bags divided so that it will be easier to build. Okay, and on the bottom we see other sets that may possibly go well with this one, so I'll cover everything in more detail coming up. Okay, here we have the minifigures, and as you may notice there are 4 guys and 1 girl, which means that there's going to be a lot of competition later on, but in the end I think they'll all become platonic friends. Here we have the 2 divers, and here's the body art, which is pretty cool. It's a diving suit. Okay, there's the back, pretty neat. They both look the same except for their faces. This guy looks more like James Bond, he's pretty smooth there, and this guy wants to be just like him. I think all of us guys have been down that road before, until reality kicks in. There are no alternate faces. Alright, they both have the same diving gear, except one has orange flippers and one has green flippers, but they only have 1 hat, so they have to share that. This guy looks like he's way overdressed for the marina. He's wearing a hoodie, a pair of jeans, shades, and a hat. So he's afraid of the sun, I think, which begs the question, what are you doing here? I have to keep him indoors. Here is the young lady. She's pretty cute looking. The center of attention. That's her body art. That's the back. Okay, she happens to own the shop, and I want to point out that there isn't any money in this set, so I'm wondering how is everyone going to pay for their equipment. Lastly, we have the surfer, who's wearing incredibly short shorts. Alright, they almost pass off as underwear, which I don't think they allow that at the marina. Okay, first, I'd like to take a look at the accessories. The first thing you build is this flag, which acts as a buoy, so that you know where the borders are. If you go too far, they're not responsible for you. Okay. Next is the surfer board with the sail. Alright, now, I just want to point out that when you attach this guy, attach his arms first, but you want to do it by holding it like this. Alright, and then you push in like that. The reason why is because the first time I tried to put it on, I pressed it on this side, and if you look carefully, there's a dent now. So every time I play with this, I see that, and it annoys me. So I'm going to spare you from that nuisance, okay? And then you attach them on like that, and it's pretty easy. Okay, next up we have the quad, which actually looks like fun. I've never tried it before. Okay, here's what it looks like from the top. The left side. The bottom. Here's the back. It's a really simple build. Okay, and there's the front. And oh, I know what this guy's doing at the beach. He's got some binoculars. But I'm looking at the birds. Yeah, okay. On to the next. Next we have is the raft, which the divers use to go out and under. Okay, here's what it looks like from the top. There's the left. There's the bottom. As you can see, there's no holes here, so it floats in the water. I'll show you that later on. There's the back. And there's the front. Alright, it's pretty simple. You're probably wondering, does this fit under the bridge? Alright, and it does if you get rid of the diver. And if you lower this part. Okay. And there we go. See? Just right. Okay, now I'm going to demonstrate the raft floating in the water. I stole this pan from my mom, so don't tell her, okay? And Mom, if you're watching, don't worry, I'll give it back. Here we go. And there it is. As you can see, the raft floats halfway into the water. Alright, so don't put too much excessive weight on there. Okay, otherwise it looks like it's a lot of fun in your bathtub or your swimming pool, if that's your thing. Okay, moving on. Okay, we have the marina. Alright, it's a very fun and playable set. Okay, we'll start with the lifeguard tower over here. And as you can see, there's no lifeguard on duty, so he's probably in the bathroom, which there is no bathroom around here, so he's in the water, probably. Okay, it comes with a donut, as you can see here. You'll need that when you save somebody. Simply because, you ever try to save someone? The first thing they do is they grab onto you, and then you both sink. Alright, down here, we have a ladder, so this is where they can go up and down. pretty easy. Otherwise, the tower is very straightforward. It's a very simple build, so we can move on now. Here are the stairs and the bridge. Okay, and that takes us to the shop right here where they sell everything you need to have fun around here. You have a surfboard, 2 pairs of flippers, 2 life jackets, and an air tank. Okay, here's the dock. And as I mentioned before, there's no cash in this set, so I'm guessing she's eBaying everything over there. Alright, and on the top you have a cafe, which we can see better once we go to the back side of the set. Okay, here we have the back, and I just want to point out that in the shop here, they also sell this right here. Okay, there's one left, so buy it soon. Alright, here's the back of the cafe, and the first thing I wondered when I first saw this is, how do they get upstairs? I guess you have to pretend that there are stairs, or you can mime it like this. Okay, and there they go. They're in the cafe now. If you're not happy with that, you can always detach it. Alright, from the shop. It's only held by these 8 studs over here. And then this can act as a standalone set, just like that. Okay, now it's on the ground floor for easy access. Now let's take a look inside. Okay, if you notice on the wall here, there's supposed to be a sticker there. And it's where you put the menu. Let's take a look. $10 for a hamburger. Yikes. $7 for an ice cream. Oh, that's just wrong. But anyway, the set doesn't come with any of those things. They only have 2 cups of coffee, so putting up the menu would just beg a call from the Consumer Affairs, so we don't want that now. But overall, this set is still pretty nice. If you look at it from far away, it's a really fun set. There's so much to do here. Okay, I definitely recommend this for children. I could see them playing hours on this one. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this review. Okay, I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.